Hi, my name is Paul Roden, and I'd like to reflect on what I learned this semester in ITM 625, Corporate E-Learning. Well, one of the first things I learned through the course of this semester is the importance of delivering training by designing and digging deeper during your needs analysis. I think it's very important to do a thorough and comprehensive needs analysis and look at it from multiple angles and sources. And always question your data, learn to formulate questions, and ask it in many ways. I think that's very crucial to getting a more accurate assessment of the needs of your learners, especially in a corporate setting, or any setting for that matter. Have to be methodical and careful in planning all aspects of the design of your instruction and learning, and always recheck it. It's always good to have another set of eyes to look at your design, as well as your writing and storyboards and any planning for a shoot or anything of that matter. And it's important to listen and read that feedback. And to incorporate all that as you design and go forward. And you have to look at this more than just the physical sense. You have to look at the overall visual impact of what you're designing, so it's all congruent and supports each other and doesn't distract from it. And another level of planning, you need to adapt to your situation, to the resources and the needs that you find, or the lack of resources, the necessity to be flexible, and make sure that you don't leave out any possible disability or handicap that your learners may have. I think for instructional design, much more deep in my awareness of what needs to be done to be in compliance with the Rehabilitation Act, and to truly uncover all the weaknesses as well as the strengths of your learners, and the same thing with your instruction. And probably most importantly, the fundamentals. Not to forget the fundamentals, especially what we learned in web design and visual literacy, the importance of using CRAP, which means it has to be contrast in your design in terms of the color. Are they complementary? Do they enhance the overall impact of what you're designing? And the whole thing in terms of CRAP, that it's repetition. I always forget the R in repetition. That the theme and overall design is consistent throughout whatever you're designing for your PowerPoint and instruction. And it's also in line, your text, your graphics, the whole thing is consistent and in alignment in each slide, each aspect, each of your web pages. And finally, proximity. Are the elements of your design, web design or your PowerPoint, are they in close enough proximity so you can see the connection? The learner can actually see the connection, or your listeners or the audience you're presenting to. As my grandfather always said, you got to remember your fundamentals, and I forgot that certainly this semester, and I always got to remember the painful lesson. I think it's very important for all of us to always remember our fundamentals and go back to what we learned in our early programs, because this is the bottom line. And I thank everybody for their feedback, and for you, Bobby. This has been an incredible eye-opening experience, as this whole program has been for me in every course. And as you have said, you're not challenged, you're not really learning. And I continue to be challenged and amazed, and continue to be amazed. I thank you all.